Well, that didn't take any time. Ken Paxton, or the PAC that is acted on behalf of Ken Paxton, has come out with their first ad against James Talarico. But because even though the polls have not closed today, they close at 7. It is a foregone conclusion that Paxton is going to be the nominee. And there is a PAC, the Lone Star Liberty PAC, that acts on his behalf with his ads. Now, if you have been watching me for any length of time, this ad, fresh and hot off the press, in support of Ken Paxton against James Talarico, will come as no surprise. Because I've said all along that they're going to attack him on two fronts. They are going to attack his sexuality, his manhood. They're going to attack his faith. They're so predictable. Y'all, I used to be a Republican forever and ever. I know how these people work. I operate. Okay. So this first ad from Lone Star Liberty PAC should not at all surprise you. And I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds. And it will not take you long to see who this messaging is for. Let's take a look.
The Democrats have a weird candidate.
God is non-binary. There are many more than two biological sexes. In fact, there are 6. It is now existential that we try to reduce our meat consumption. The American flag is such a complicated symbol for most of us. Prophetic voices like Jesus have helped me reckon with my own whiteness, my own masculinity. Our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat out front. No need to sit and cry over, your whiteness or your masculinity. They're going to call me a radical leftist.
Something that you love that's not family or friends.
I love, I'm just saying this because it's on my mind, the trans children.
The Democrats have a weird candidate.
Low T Talarico, 2 week from Texas. Lone Star Liberty PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Low T Talarico. And did you hear what was repeated in the ad? His whiteness and his masculinity. And this ad is aimed particularly at white males 18 and over in the state of Texas that comprise about 13.4 to 14% of our population, which translates to about 4.3 to 4.5 million white males 18 and over. This is who they are appealing to. This is the alpha male first bark against James Talarico. And this is how this campaign is going to go from now until November. They are going to harp on his masculinity. They are going to harp on him talking about whiteness, because they are going to appeal to the lowest common denominator in Texas voters, because that's who Ken Paxton is. That's what MAGA Texas is. Now, they done away with John Cornyn. Like I say, although the election is not until tonight, they have dispensed with John Cornyn. The dogs have been loosed on James Talarico. And what they are coming after first is to turn young white male voters against James Talarico to make him appear as though he has something against whiteness, and he is so weak, Low T Talarico, that he cannot represent them. That's how they're going to come after him. That's how they're going to keep coming after him. But they had to first start with the white males. And this is going to be the kind of divisive campaign, racial campaign, gender campaign that they are going to run. This is just the first shot across the bow. They are going after white males. Low T Talarico. to make him appear as though he's not one of them, to make him appear as though he's too weak for Texas. Yeah. Yeah. Low T Talarico, low testosterone Talarico is what that translates to. And it is clearly obvious who the appeal is to. Y'all stay tuned. This is how I see it. This low T Talarico ad that they are running. Yeah. Y'all stay tuned, because it's just going to get nastier. It's just going to get dirtier, and it's just going to get more racial, and it's going to just get more divisive, because this is the animal, MAGA, that we're dealing with in Texas, and they are scared to death. See y'all next time.